You asked for it, and now you're gonna get it. I'm gonna show you how to set up your settings for your controller. Now here's how a default settings person would perform. Yes, of course, this is Scuba. And I'm working with him, and he ran into the tree. I told him he lost his driving privileges, but he jumped on the motorcycle before I did, and then he drove off the bridge. It's example 2. I know this is just driving. Oh gosh. Rewatching this brings back nightmares. Anyways, if you want to use the default settings, you can. If you want to do my advanced settings and get a 10 kill chicken dinner, I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, now I'm going to show you my settings twice. So I like type A, you can pick type A, B, or now there's C. What I like to do is my forward run sensitivity, 36, movement sensitivity, 26. Now those two numbers, I do like to bump those up a little bit more as I get used to it. General sensitivity, I've got it 9. Vehicle, oh gosh, I'm not even going to talk about that. Aim acceleration rate is set to on, and it's set to 6. And over the shoulder is set to 10. One thing I'd like you to do is every week try to bump up your forward running sensitivity and movement sensitivity and general sensitivity. If you start over correcting when you're trying to shoot and aim, then maybe you want to take it back down a notch. But keep bumping it up, and so it's so incremental that you don't notice it. As you get acclimated to the new sensitivities, you'll probably start playing a little bit better and getting a couple more kills. If you start overcorrecting when you're aiming, then you might want to stop doing that and stay at that sensitivity level. So let's explain to you what's going on. So Spartan had knocked one guy. The second guy tried to come after Spartan, so I just stepped in there when I saw Spartan running up and was able to get that kill. And Spartan needed some health, so I'm bringing him some health. And sometimes you just get lucky. So take those luck kills when you can. So I gave him some bandages, and I'm just while he's healing up, I'm just looking around, and I spot these two guys. Tried to make that first shot a headshot, but I think it was more like a neck or chest shot. I didn't want him to crawl away, so I went ahead. I know he was just about to get around that red crate, so I had to finish him. And that other guy got killed by someone else. And we saw this crate, so we came to get it. And I saw a guy trying to shoot Spartan, and he ran into this house, so we're hunting them down, and we want our crate stuff. It's ours. And I see the guy. I had to get a jump kill. And I see his buddy sneaking up on. Now, one of my favorite things to do is I'm going to reveal myself, get him to fire, then I'm going to hide, and when he starts to reload, come back and get the knock. Now, I absolutely made sure I didn't thirst the first guy knocked because I didn't want his buddy to go and thirst Spartan. So I mentioned that in the last video. I really try to follow that rule. Unless they thirst one of your guys, oh my gosh, go thirst the heck out of them. Teach them a lesson. There's so many people that landed in this town. I was really shocked. We land here a lot lately, and I moved out of there because some snipers were trying to hit us. Since Spartan had been knocked once, I thought, well, maybe I'll just throw a little smoke so he can get out. I don't want him getting knocked again by chance, by accident. And I didn't even feel like messing with these guys. They already had the high ground on us. They knew where we were at. I didn't even want to peek, especially when I had a level 3 helmet. Didn't want to risk losing my helmet. And I definitely didn't want Spartan to get knocked. They might be able to finish him. So I thought, you know what, I still got that other smoke. Try and give him a little bit of cover so he can make it over here. And that's all we do. We sneak out of this area. And we went to a little god building right next door. And Spartan, with his supersonic hearing, heard people walking around outside of our building. I swear I did not hear him. But since I had that crate shotgun, I don't even remember what it's called. Somebody can correct me. I just sit and wait. So to pull this guy out from hiding, out from underneath us, I told Spartan to go move on the other side of the building. Go walk around over there, so if we can draw these guys up. So let's see if it works. It's taking a long time. Oh, I got a little thirst happy, I admit. I don't usually do that, but I did that time around. The guy did throw a grenade, so we hop down, and Spartan shoots that guy inside that little garage door. So to get out of Al-Hazar, there were so many snipers, I had to find an alternate path, and this alternate path led us into this guy. And Spartan gets a lot of hits on this guy, but I know that circle is just about to overtake us, and so I just push it because I had no other options. So I cooked this grenade just in case he tries to peek us. Did not think I'd get him, but Spartan said he hurt him enough that the grenade gets him. We actually looked this up. I got 6 damage points on him, so Spartan did all the work. I just got the credit for it. We kind of laughed about it. Well, I laughed. He was irritated. So this area worked out great for us. We did cross the street, and I was worried we were going to get shot out in the open. But once we got up here, this was a perfect spot. We could use the cliff as cover. So who needs to snipe when you got an M4? That's what I'm talking about. And my new settings. Yeah. If you're looking at our mini-map, I actually moved out of the circle and came over to the right because I'd heard gunshots over here, and I wanted to make sure if any smart player would have come over to where we were at. And I see these guys, and that's what they do. They come over to our spot, and I knew I had to try and get them, knock them out in the open. If they got close, they could probably hit us pretty hard. So I was trying to give them a welcoming package. And he tried to give me one too. Mine was just nicer than his. So I thought, well, if he appreciated one welcoming package, he would actually appreciate 2. So that's why I gave him 2 of them. So I do move back closer to the circle to just check my flank, make sure no one's trying to sneak up on us. But I am still watching that second guy who was at that hut, because I know he's going to have to leave, and I do not want him to come up behind us. And as I see the circles pushing, he's going to have to leave. Yeah, he was M4'd. All right, so I got to get my own self back in the circle, and getting to be crunch time. We've slowly moved up. Spartan's got into one position, I've gotten into another position, and we know there's three people still alive, but one guy just got knocked. And we did see one of the guys behind that rock. You'll see him in a moment. There he is. So I'm gonna get the shotgun out and try and engage him. But I noticed someone got knocked, and I knew it was this guy. And this last one was not looking the right direction. One shotgun blast, and I got my 10 kill chicken dinner. So I hope these settings help you guys if you're wondering how to do your settings. I really like this new settings I've got. It's working great for me. Hopefully it'll help you guys. And I think for myself, I already have bumped up my general sensitivity and my movement sensitivity, just 2. So you can try that once you've gotten used to that. It did take me about a day or 2 to get used to these settings. So give yourself a little bit of time. If you've been playing at default for a while, give yourself time, do a couple hot drops, and get used to how it feels. And I think you'll start to like it. Anyways, hope that helped you guys. Take care.